Deleting bulk records with data loader is simple because this time you have to create a file. You need to prepare a file, CSV file, where you just have got the IDs of the records which need to be deleted. Now, because you don't need any other information, if you have to delete the record, all that you need is you just need the ID of the record. Deleting is a simple operation, right? In case of creating a record, you need details of all the fields. In case of updating, you need the IDs and the fields that need to be updated. For deleting, what do you need? You just need the IDs. Okay. Now, if you just have the IDs stored in a file, you just save it in CSV format. So store IDs in a spreadsheet, save it in a CSV format, log into data loader, just log into a data loader and then select the delete operation. Select the object from which data needs to be deleted, browse the CSV file, map. So here there is nothing much in terms of mapping, so ID needs to be mapped with ID. In case you have kept a separate name in your CSV file, then maybe you have to map. Otherwise an auto match will also do because it's just an ID field. Now browse the location for saving log files, click on finish to start processing of records. Once all the records are processed, data loader creates a success and error log files. Both success and error log files get stored in the log directory that you've defined. Success log file will contain all the records which were deleted successfully, and error log file will contain all the records which could not be deleted due to error. So if there are any records which were not deleted because of some reason, then you will get to see all those records in the error log files. The records which got deleted will come in the success log file. So this is the simple process. So now let me quickly open data loader and let's see how this would work. Give me a moment. Let me open data loader. Okay, 1 second. I have to retrieve the security token. Okay. All right. So this is the data loader. I've already logged in into it. So for you to go and delete records, all that you need to do is you just need to click on the delete button. Yeah. If you're not logged in, it would ask you to log in. But right now I'm logged in into it, so it's not asking me anything. So that is it. Now I want to delete account records or whichever object. You just select the object, browse the file which has got the IDs. Okay. Now it's not necessary for you to create a file which only has ID field. You can have other fields also. Okay. So when you're working with data loader and you have a CSV file that you want to work with, it's not necessary to only have the fields that you want to process available in the CSV. You can have some extra fields and those fields can be ignored. Okay, during the mapping you can ignore some of those fields. Okay, and that's absolutely fine. So now if I want to use the same file which I used for update, because that also has got IDs, if I want to use the same file, that's also okay. Of course I can go ahead and create a separate file for it with only the IDs. That's okay. I mean, I would recommend whenever you're performing this delete kind of an operation, ideally, create a separate file. But I just want you to understand that it's okay if you are working with some file which has got a few additional fields, that's okay. Or if I, have just done an insert operation. Okay, I inserted 500 records. Immediately after the insert operation is done, what do I get? I get the success log file of it. Let's say all 500 records got created, okay, successfully. Now, immediately after the records get created, what is that we get? We get the success log. The moment you got the success log file, the success log file will have all the IDs, right? Now, you realize that I need to, delete all these records. I have created the records by mistake or whatever. Now you realize that you have to delete all the records. So you can just use that same success log file also, because it will also have the IDs. Okay, so we can work that way. Or if you want, at any point, of course, you can create a separate CSV file which just contains the IDs, and you can work with that also. That's also okay. All right. So let me browse the file. Give me a moment. Let me, yeah, as I said, I can either use this update update country file that we created. This has got ID and the country field. So I just need ID. Or I can use this success log file. Okay. The success log file also has got the IDs. So I can use the success log file, which will help me do the operation. So, whichever you want. So let me choose the success log file and go to next. Yeah, it says it will contain 993 records. Okay. Create or edit map. So there is just one field that needs to be mapped here. Okay. So just try doing auto match. Other fields can be ignored, as I said. Okay. So if there are additional fields which you do not want to map, it's okay. You just leave them blank. That's okay. So this is mapped. I'll say okay. Next, browse a directory for success and error log files. And finally, click on finish. You have chosen to delete existing records. Click yes to begin. Do you want to proceed? Yes. Okay. There's an additional warning that you get when you're trying to perform a delete operation. Okay. That pop-up usually comes with every operation, which checks whether you want to proceed or not. But when you're trying to perform a delete operation, you will get an additional warning. What is this? The number of records allowed in your recycle bin is limited. So there's a general delete operation, right? Which means the records which get deleted are going to go into the recycle bin, right? So now what it says is the number of records allowed in your recycle bin is limited. The action you are about to take may cause irreversible data loss to records that may exist in your recycle bin. All right. So with this, what may happen is some other records which are there in your recycle bin may get deleted because these records will get into your recycle bin. So you need to be a little careful before performing this particular delete operation. In general, also, whenever you are trying to perform a delete operation, please be very sure that you need to do that delete operation. You have taken the backup. You should be in a position where you are able to restore the deleted records. Okay. It's better that before you perform a delete operation, you check if there are records in the recycle bin which need to be restored or those need to be cleared off. Okay, because deleting these records may permanently delete some of the records from the recycle bin which are already sitting in the recycle bin, right? So we have to be careful about certain things. So we should ideally check if our recycle bin has got something important which may need to be restored. We should do that first. Keep your recycle bin clean so that it can accommodate the records that you're deleting. Make sure you have a backup, because though we are talking about a recycle bin, but still, to be double sure, you should keep a general backup. Also export all the data that you're deleting. We'll see the export operation in some time. So you should keep an exported backup of all the records that you're deleting, whatever is being deleted, so that in case there is a requirement for you to restore that data back, if there is some mistake, you are able to do that. Okay, so you just need to be additional careful. If it is a sandbox that you're working with, it's okay. Not that much of a challenge usually, but of course, on production you have to be very, very careful if you are deleting bulk records. Okay, anyways, so that is the reason why it is giving an additional warning. So yes, it says, are you sure you want to continue? Yes, I want to continue. Let's click on yes, and let us go and do the deletion. The records are getting processed. Yeah, it's processing. So finally, all the records got successfully deleted. There were 0 errors. No errors. All the records were successfully deleted. All right. So that's fine. Now let me go to the recycle bin and see if the records actually got into the recycle bin. All right. So let's go to the recycle bin. So you can go here, click on view all. Click on recycle bin. So to go to recycle bin, you can actually click here and go to view all. From here you can search for recycle bin. Here it is. Go to recycle bin. Okay, and you can see all these records which got recently deleted. Full list of records. Okay, so if you want to restore some of these records, you can restore the records. Let's say you can select some records and click on restore to restore these records. You can delete the records. Let's say you want to permanently delete some records, so you can select those and click on delete. This will permanently delete the records. Empty org recycle bin will basically empty the entire recycle bin. It will permanently delete all the records, everything that is sitting in the recycle bin. That's all we'll discuss in this video. Thanks for watching. For more videos in this series, you can look for the link in description below or visit my website. Goodbye and take care.